Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Match 18 of the 1987 Cricket World Cup was played today. It was a match between Sri Lanka and England in Bombay. Victory for England would guarantee them a quarter-final place here in India. And Sri Lanka, sorry. Stop coughing. Sri Lanka were looking for a victory just to boost hopes of their chance of reaching the World Cup quarter-finals. The pitch was hard and flat here in Bombay, and unsurprisingly, England won the toss, selected a bat. It is proving a bat-first tournament here in India. We've only seen 4 matches won by the team batting second so far this tournament. Just double-checking, having a look at there. Yeah, we've only seen 4 matches won by the team batting second in this tournament, and this was the outcome. And as you can see, an emphatic win from England's perspective. They were absolutely magnificent. They got the highest total of the competition so far, 296 for 4, in what was, without doubt, Sri Lanka just literally had no answer whatsoever to a brilliant batting performance from England. A magnificent 84 85 balls for Graham Gooch, his second 50 of the tournament. Chris Broad got his first runs of the tournament, 28. A first 50 for the tournament for the captain, Mike Gattin, 50 off 70 deliveries. But once again, Alan Lamb, 76 off 80 deliveries. 3 50s in 5 innings for Alan Lamb. He's gone past 200 runs, leading run score in the tournament. There was a good 30 off just 32 deliveries for John Embry, and 2 not out for Bill Affey. 296 for 4, the highest total of the competition. Ranatunga, 0 for 41 from 0 for 41. 0 for 33 for De Silva, 0 for 43 for Finneton John. After that 6-wicket haul and that hat-trick he took in against Kenya in Sri Lanka's opening match, he's taken 2 wickets in the tournament at something of an average of around 45. Desperately disappointing tournament for him so far. 1 for 60 for Ramesh Ranekar, 44 for 1 for Don Azuri, and 62 for 2 for star bowler Ravi Ranekar. Very expensive. In the end, Sri Lanka got nowhere near it. They were already 3 down for 37 after about 12 overs. And they just don't know how to chase in this World Cup at the moment. 11 for Roshan Mahanama, 13 for Brendan Kurupu, 1 for Asanka Gurashina. I mean, 2 batsmen did pretty well there. 30 off 74 deliveries for Rajan Managali. Ranatunga continued his solid tournament with 41 off 88 deliveries. Dulit Mendes, 14. 6 for Avinda De Silva. 1 for Ravi Ranekar. Ravi Ranekar got 19. Ramesh Ranekar got 19, 10 for Vinatan John and 1 not out for Donasuri. All out in 47.3 overs, by the way, for 169. England decided to experiment a little bit there. You can see Graham Gooch had a bowl, 9 for 0, 6 for 0 for Chris Broad, 3 for 0 for Alan Lamb, and 10 for 0 for Bill Affey. But all their frontline bowlers all took wickets. 2 for 26 for John Embry, 2 for 29 for Phil De Freitas, 11 for 1 for Derek Pringle, 31 for 1 for Gladstone Small, and 2 for 31 for Eddie Emmons. Final outcome of this Group 2 match between Sri Lanka and England at Bombay. England won the toss, selected their bat on a hard, flat pitch. They made the highest score of the competition, 296 for 4 from 50 overs. Sri Lanka got nowhere near it, all out for 169 off 47.3 overs. England winning by a comprehensive 127 runs, and man of the match for his 84 off 85 balls was Graham Gooch. This is what it means for Group 2. England are in the quarterfinals and they've got above India on net run rate. It does now mean that England and India will avoid potentially West Indies or Pakistan. Ireland versus West Indies tomorrow. If West Indies win that game tomorrow, then Pakistan and West Indies will be guaranteed to finish first and second respectively. And it means that one of those two will play Australia in the quarter-final, in what would be the second quarter-final here in India. Australia can't get more than 6 points. and in effect their run rate's probably not going to be enough. Holland are above Sri Lanka. As I said earlier, Sri Lanka's final match is against Holland in 5 days' time. If Holland win that match, Sri Lanka will be out of the World Cup. And it will be the first time that a test playing nation is not qualified for the World Cup quarterfinals here in this tournament's history. Tomorrow's match, Ireland versus the West Indies. West Indies will all but guarantee a top 2 finish if they beat Ireland tomorrow and set up a quarterfinal between Australia, Sri Lanka or Holland. Kenya still have an outside chance of qualifying, by the way, but their run rate is so abysmal. You can't see that they'll get wins against the Indians or the Australians in the next 2 games. Let's go to have a look at the star players. Start off with, as you can see, some really good form there in this tournament from England. Gooch, 51 average with a bat and 33 with a ball. 155 runs in 3 innings, average 51 with 2 50s so far. Yep, as you can see, just to confirm, 226 runs in 3 matches for Alan Lamb, 3 50s in a row. His 76 was the highest score of this tournament, and was his highest score of this tournament so far. He's got an average of 113. What a tournament Alan Lamb is having. 2 wickets for De Freitas, an average of 2 more wickets for De Freitas, averaging 17. 4 wickets in 3 games, an average of 18. 2 wickets for Eddie Hemmings. He's got 4 wickets in 2 matches, an average of 10. He's had a good start to the tournament. Sri Lanka's star players. Ranatunga's gone past the 200 run mark as well. He's had a fantastic tournament. 2 50s, 202 runs in 4 matches, an average of 101. What a tournament he's had, and an average in 25 with the ball. Just want to double check that. He's the 3rd highest run scorer. He's the 3rd highest run scorer in this competition. He's the 3rd highest run scorer in this competition. And I apologise to say that Alan Lamb was the first batsman to go past the 200 run mark. He was the 2nd behind Dave Houghton, as you just saw there. Dave Houghton's the 2nd highest run scorer with 204 runs for Zimbabwe this tournament. As for Ravi Raneka, he managed to get 2 wickets today, 3 wickets in 4 matches, an average of 59. Their bowling's just not looking that good at the moment, averaging 7 with the ball, with a bat, but obviously he's remained frontline bowler. So there's Sri Lanka in absolute all sorts of strife. They need to beat Holland in their final group match, otherwise they will become the first ever test nation to get knocked out of the World Cup in the group stage. England looked absolutely superb. That victory more or less guarantees India and England 1st and 2nd place. England's next match will be against India. India would have played Kenya heading towards that match, so India know if they win, they will finish with a full 100% record if they were to beat Kenya in a few days, in about 4 days' time, I think they played Kenya. But yeah, India and England almost certain to finish in the top 2 now, and it means that they will probably more than likely avoid Pakistan and West Indies to at least the World Cup final. Both those teams setting itself up for potential India-Pakistan final potentially. But England, I'm sure, will have something to say. I'm sure West Indies will. Tomorrow's match, West Indies, Ireland versus the West Indies. Ireland looking to cause the greatest upset of all time. West Indies looking to keep up their winning run. But until then, this has been Dominic Tower reporting on the 1987 World Cup being played here in Sri Lanka from Brian Lyle Cricket and PlayStation. Until tomorrow's match, it's bye-bye from me.